Hey there! This video is a long cut of my time playing the game Outer Wilds. This game is one giant puzzle that reveals a big story over the course of you playing the game. That means everything in this video is going to be spoiler territory if you've never played it. I can't tell you anything else about the game without spoiling the experience for you, so if you think for even a second that you might want to go play this game, please do that instead of watching this video. If you don't care or you've already played the game and you just want to re-experience it through my eyes, this video is here for you. Also, huge shout out to my editor Kieran for putting together this video. The VODs were like 20 plus hours long. It's crazy. Yeah, so without further ado, please enjoy Outer Wilds, the movie. We'll see how this goes. I'm excited. I've heard great things. Hello everyone, Markiplier here. We're playing a new little indie game called Outer Wilds today. I wouldn't want to go out in the wild, so why I wouldn't want to spend 5 nights here, much less one. What's good? Alright, this is the whole game. Oh, he's an alien. Hello, Slate. There's our pilot, back from your pre-launch campout under the stars, I see. So it's launch day, eh? Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program. And suddenly here you are, leaving on your first solo voyage. What do you say? Ready to get this beauty off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready to go. You're sure you fixed the retro rockets. That was only a problem one time, and then maybe a few times after that, but hey, no reason to dwell on the past, right? Anyway, you'll need to get the launch codes from Hornfels at the observatory before you can lift off. Hornfels! Hey! Hey, I found it. Hornfels! Hornfels! Ah, come on, man. I'm looking for a specific human. I mean, alien. I mean, person. I mean, alien. I mean, person. Hornfels! Come on! Where? Where was I supposed to go? If you're looking for a little last-minute zero-G practice, head down the lift and into the cave. Or don't, so long as you're confident you can make ship repairs in space. This is fun. Look at the stars. Brrr. Cool. We go down. This sucks. This sucks. Can I just say? There we go. Easy. Boink. Training simulation complete. Fuel level critical. Well, you tell me where I'm supposed to go then. Is that the observatory? Sheesh. Hornfels? How? Hornfels! There you are. I just finished pre-flight observations and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. And you'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with a Nomai translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space? I'm gonna wing it! Planning to follow in the footsteps of Feldspar and the great Outer Wilds Ventures tradition, are you? I might have guessed. Well, see if you can't put that translator tool of yours to good use while you're out there. Well then, looks like that's all that's left to send you off. All in all, it's a fine day for a launch. I'm ready to die in space. I'm not one for superstition, but isn't that kind of unlucky to say before launch? No, because, listen, if I die from the launch, then I don't even get into space. At any rate, here are the launch codes. Try not to worry too much. Our ships are every bit as safe as Slate could be persuaded to make them. Best of luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Something happened. Hey, so did you get a good look at that Nomai statue? The statue looked at me and opened its eyes. Whoa, the statue was doing what? So his eyes opened and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around? You mean like a hallucination? Listen, no offense. Are you sure you're okay to launch? Like, medically speaking? No, that statue is definitely weird. I mean, if you're saying it happened, then I guess maybe it did. But why? Hornfels tried everything to get the statue's eyes to open, and nothing like this ever happened to them. See, I'm the main character. Buckle up, Kerplow. Brrr. Engage autopilot. This is easy. This game's easy. Where'd the planet go? What happened? Where am I? How did I lose already? Flying to the sun, fun. Oh, hold up. You're going to want to get the launch codes from the observatory first. I already got them from the observatory, remember? Huh. Must be inhaling more fumes than I realized. That stuff is potent. Well, if you've got the codes, I'm not going to stop you. Good luck and take care of that ship. Waste of a first loop? Fuck you mean? I don't know what I'm doing. Dude, you suck at this game. What an absolute waste. You're not fully optimizing how you should play this game. Engage autopilot. Firing retro rockets. Dan, they call this shit Giants Deep, and it's small as hell. Oh, this is easy. What was that? What had happened? This planet wet? Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. Okay. It's just always storming here. I see. Open. Let's go inside. Ghost matter detected nearby. Trees detection detected, oxygen refilled. Lots is going on here. And they told me basically nothing about what to do. I did everything I was supposed to. Okay, so there's ghost matter, which is the thing, apparently. Scout launcher. Oh. Cool. Good picture. What? These are magnet crystals, that's why I call them. Okay. I will also call them magnet crystals then. You seem to know what you're talking about. and I don't. What's up, magnet crystals? Okay, so that doesn't work how I think it does. Stop doing the same thing over and over. Okay, you could just walk along this. Ooh, trees. That's peculiar. Oh, that turned gravity off. Why'd that turn gravity off? Color me confused. They're going to test the memory statues tonight. Flock says it could be dangerous, so we can't come. But what if we didn't use the door and snuck in the other way? Does anyone want to? I really want to see the test too, Lami, but that's a huge risk to take. We probably shouldn't. Maybe Phlox will tell us to see a later test. Phlox specifically told us not to do that. Okay. So there's certain things that are for the translator. Wait, this was powered on because of the tornado? We got the orange lines. Text. Welcome to Giants Deep, friends. I'm excited for you to meet the statues. If I'm not in my dwelling, I'm likely in my workshop below, inside the island. I couldn't get in there, so that's like the whole thing right about now. The bit where you think subs is getting kind of boring. That's not a bit. What do you mean? Oh no. Oh, the tornadoes are not what I thought they were. The tornadoes do something completely different. The tornadoes are not what I thought. Chip log updated. How do I get in? Okay, I'm going elsewhere. I'm scared. What's going on? What? What? What just happened? Where to, guys? I don't really like Giants Deep anymore. There's gotta be other places we can go that aren't Giants Deep, surely. What's this? Ash Twin. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Landing time. Let's get out of here. How do I fix? There you go. You know, all's well. Wait, why is it coming out? Pillar. So that's like a structure of some kind. So that's cool. What? Take me with you. Ow. And there we are, exactly where I wanted to be. Like a big smoothie. Like a big sand smoothie of some kind. Unidentified signal nearby. No kidding. Attach. Snapshot. Boink, 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 boink. Say hi to the camera. Selfie. Oh, hey. What's good? Remove scroll. Insert scroll. Well, I want to read it. Friends, if you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant and without warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and I turned back. He simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air in Ona. I'm afraid for him. Hypothesis. We will learn more by examining the northern lake bed cave where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. You have my gratitude, Burr. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We had to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Oh, that wandering rock. Come with me. Ah, ah. What do you mean? Can it only be like viewed from certain angles? Like, what's the deal here? I'm sure it's back now, right? Yeah. Cave shard. Frequency discovered. Quantum fluctuations? What happens if you touch it? Nothing. Goodbye. See you again shortly. This thing's crazy. Is it gone? It's gone. I look 1 second, it's there. I look the next, it's gone. Cave shards. Wouldn't you know? 3 minutes oxygen remaining? Well, damn. If only I had a tree. Apparently, I'm just gonna die, though. Trees! Talk to Chert. How dangerous is that big column of falling sand? On a scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8. Awfully pretty, though. Hey, I went in it. Right now, sand is flowing from Ash Twin to Ember Twin, but did you know the process eventually reverses? We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomenon. Well, if you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of its sand drains off. I promise you won't be disappointed. Okay, yeah, I noticed there was a structure. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere? The one shooting a bright beam of light into the sky? It's not one of our own crashes. Surprisingly enough, this one's a Nomai ship. I've just been ignoring the fact that I'm talking to a golden egg this entire time, but you know, these things happen. That's not an explosion. He said if you use your signal scope, an explosion. Why would it be playing banjo music? Fuel level critical? I'll deal with it later. What's in here? What are you? Launching escape pod 3, now launching escape pod 2. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. External temperatures prohibitively high. Verdict, inhospitable. Do not seek shelter on planet surface. Okay. Lots of stuff down here. Emergency escape hatch? Do not follow this tunnel to its end. Coleus and I will examine the horror that lies at its terminus later, provided we live through this. The horror? Oh, jeez. I don't trust that. I don't see. I just don't trust that. I just don't trust that. Boy, if I had more fuel, you know I'd be all over it. I'm gonna die. Wait, the sand's rising. We're fine. That was foolish of me. We're almost at the shelter site though. Ow! I died. Probably because of the fuel of the puncture of the suit. Uh-oh. Landing schmanding. I prefer to crash. I like this planet. It's cold. Oh, a thing. Love these. Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Oh, the phantom moon. Wait, dude, that's that's what I just noticed that. This seems familiar. It seems like some kind of civilization was trying to escape something. Escape pod 1 vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Launching escape pod 3, launching escape pod 2, now launching escape pod 1. Collision imminent. We're preparing for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict hospitable. Oh, this place is hospitable? Sheesh. The other place was not. Emergency escape hatch. Oh, what the hell? Oh no. This can't be good. This can't be good. Well, this is peculiar I would say. This is a new thing for me. Did they say the planet with the black hole in it was hospitable? Oh, it's a wormhole. Oh, it's a wormhole. Oh, it's a wormhole. Oh, it's a wormhole. The hole that worms. Note to self. Hollow Brittle has a wormhole in it. I'd like to see if in the ship log it's like, yeah, so there's a black hole here. Northern Glacier. Quantum Moon. Oh yeah, there's the Quantum Moon. Yeah. Shelter site? Dog, what shelter site? Yeah, it was a black hole, dog. Do I gotta land in the black hole? That's probably what I gotta do. Oh boy. Go in. Trees detected. Welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with its corresponding astral body. In this case, Brittle Hollow. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. Huh. You know what that means, and I don't. Oh, did I just turn the ship on? Is that what I did? I can't wait to go back to Brittle Hollow with my ship, no less. Is this the warp? Oh, I've been to one of these. Okay. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole Station on the other side of the Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the White Hole Station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. What does this do? Yes, I'd like to go back, please. I have the stone. I can't wait to warp, and with my ship, no less. Wow. Cool. I can't wait to warp. And with my ship, no less. Wait till you see the stone. What? What? What do you mean? What'd that do? What it will? Raimi and I have reviewed the records you sent, Poke, and they appear to show Nomai are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from the White Hole Station. Oh, that's time travel. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same time every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 1/100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can accurately measure time to such a small degree? As I've already told Raimi, these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she ever stepped into the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Poke, as Pi is confident the reading is inaccurate, she's kindly helping me attempt to recreate this phenomenon at the High Energy Lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. An update, Poke. The High Energy Lab is in the canyon on Ember Twin's equator. Come here at once. You need to see this. Ember Twin's equator. I'm guessing... So the sun is exploding, and our goal is to avoid the sun exploding. So I'm guessing we have to time travel everything back. Ember Twin projection zone. So Ember Twin... Wait, Ember Twin is where we were. Carson, can you perceive? Understand? Perhaps form thoughts? Apparently not. I don't want to go in the hole. I don't want to go in the hole. Ow! I don't want to go in the hole. No. Please. Work with me. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Love looking at that. Ah! What? I don't even know what happened there. What is being shot off every time? Wait! Oh, okay. That's related to me respawning, because that's happening every time and it's blue. So it actually serves a purpose, and then it's breaking apart when I respawn. Try using your signal scope more. It's quite a lot to the story. Dude, whenever I've used it, it'd be like, Banjo, note, this door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from the White Hole Station. Raimi and I will be running this experiment until one of us, and specifically me, can prove the other wrong. So although it's inconvenient, the lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the Sunless City. Inviting sand inside would disrupt our setup and could have enormous consequences. We realize this is an intriguing prospect, but the door must remain closed nonetheless. An update, the High Energy Lab is now being used to design the Ash Twin project. If you're here to help, or even just to observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab. Don't have that. Don't know where that is. High Energy Lab. Yup. Know that. The Sunless City. Oh, I bet this is some kind of path to the Sunless City. Whatever that may be. I bet this is some kind of pathway to the Sunless City. Oh! Whoa. Ghost matter? Okay, I don't know what to do about that. Can't follow the Sunless City path. No, I'm gonna need oxygen soon. Surely this is the right way. Lost in a cavern for the rest of time. Quite the cavern we have here. I see. Was not paying attention. Found my way by luck first time. This is getting worse by the second. Cool. Cool. Got it. Let's go. What's in here? Thought there'd be trees here for some reason. Anglerfish fossil overlook. Okay. Anglerfish overlook district. Stepping stone district. High energy lab trailhead. Eye shrine district. Oh no. Should we build the sun station to power the Ash Twin project? I almost can't comprehend this being suggested seriously. The purpose of the sun station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to, and everything we believe in as a species. Unsurprisingly, I disagree. We're pushing impossible new technology further than ever before. That, in my experience, is the defining characteristic of our species. Are there other ways to generate this level of power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I can't imagine discovering them in our lifetimes. I understand this proposal is unsettling, but the sun station must be built if we hope to complete the Ash Twin project. If we fail, and the probability of this is not insignificant, we will without question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of the star system. I wish to protect these species. The potential annihilation of an entire star system is too severe a cost. We shouldn't build the sun station, no matter how badly we want the knowledge that comes with it. Fear of failure is a poor reason not to try. I believe if we're cautious, the sun station will work. I believe in Pi. Poke, I'm deeply honored. Idea, I comprehend your position. However, if we aren't all but certain the sun station will not cause destruction once we've built it, then I won't support the station's use. Interesting. What's good? Who's home? Anyone? Yeah, that seems about right. Just the corpses of the dead. Actually, not even corpses, just the bones. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Dopeness. Cool. If the eye called to us, why won't it reveal itself? Why is it so difficult to locate it? Did the signal stop? Does the eye no longer desire to be found? Perhaps this isn't the eye's choice. The eye may not be able to communicate with us more than it already has. Did something happen to it? Is the eye natural or artificial? Well, mine are all natural. Don't think you're asking about that, though. Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before its creator? It could be naturally occurring, though this doesn't answer how the eye could be as old as it is. Did the eye deliberately call out to us by sending the signal, or did we hear the signal by coincidence? We could be seeing meaning where there is none. Suppose the signal was produced incidentally. Does that mean the eye is any less important, though? Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it chose us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need us in some way? Maybe it doesn't have to be us. It's me! They're talking about me! Ah! This room. Hello, I just went through here. That's what I just did. And... Oh, cool. Chill. Word. Dope. What's good? I'm back. You're lucky I'm in a time loop, because otherwise I'd be super dead. I keep getting killed by ghost matter. Not if you use your scout to detect it, you won't, you dumb idiot. Did you think I made that just so you could take pretty little pictures of trees? Oh, that scout? Oh, I'm stupid. What do we got? Sunless City, Sun Station. Gotcha, cool. I say we head back there. Why do I do this every time? Oh yes, landed just like I always do, by doing a good job. Ow. What's that? What's that? Oh, there's like stuff down there. And the sand. We go again. We go again. Is that a maze? How does this work? Wrong side, wrong side. Wrong side, wrong side. Can't touch it. I figured that out. Well, if you fly... What do you think, chat? Can't go through, can't go around, can't go under, try go over. Oh, thanks. Gotcha. But you really can't. You really can't, guys. So don't touch the top or bottom? What are you talking about? Try going outside. Like in general. like IRL. I will go try the middle, and I'm gonna be so sad if it doesn't work. Boink. Oh. I didn't have my suit on. Oh. Okay, now this time, if I go through the middle and it doesn't work, then I'm gonna be really sad. Third death? You think that was my third death? That's cute. You guys are so stupid. You can't do anything there. There's got to be another way to go in. No zoom through. Y'all are stupid. Sunless City. Call the shuttle home. Activate the gravity cannon. The shuttle is currently resting at the comet. Oh. I don't know what this... Well, I'm activating it. I don't know what the gravity cannon's doing. Ooh. Oh. That's some advanced tech. I fear our situation may be dire. Pi, Poke, and I landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in the star system. Our shuttle equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. Okay. Don't know what that does. Now what happens if I do the gravity cannon? Oh. Oh. Oh, it just goes. Okay. Third notch. This is funny. Is it funny? Are you having a good time? I didn't mean to launch myself in the sun. It's not like I wanted to do that. Can you talk in Morse code? No, but I can talk in Moose code. I've never heard of moose. Suiting up. I think we should go back to Ember Twin for now. Is it gonna take me into the sun? Is it autopiloting me into the sun? It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. So I heard the game is I heard the game's a little like 20 hours long. Might be a little longer for me. Check this out. Ow. We're getting closer. Oh. 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 Wait, go back. Now what's all this then? Mining site 2B. Easy enough. How do you come up with more jokes? Do you have a thought process or a place you go to for inspiration? I would love to know. I don't even come up with jokes. I don't know if you know this. I'm not even like funny. I'm still amazed by how much ore the Ash Twin project requires. Isn't this the ore for the remaining towers being built on Ash Twin? The completed towers I've seen are quite large. No, the material for those towers is all being taken from Ash Twin. The ore we're mining here will be used to craft an immensely thick protective shell that will physically seal off the chamber inside Ash Twin's core. I'm relieved by our clan's decision to use Timber Hearth's ore only for constructing the shell. If eventually life on this planet were to evolve to the point of advanced metallurgy, I'm confident we won't have destroyed their ability to create. If they're sealing off all entrances, I hope they've planned accordingly. I thought you had forbidden your apprentice from making puns, Coleus. How else would he improve? Oh, okay. We got one of these. Show me what you got. Well, this doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know what I just looked at. I don't know what I'm looking at. Who are you? And who's your friend? Heyo, Hatchling, thought you were taking that tin can of yours into space today. What are you still doing here? Me? I saw something crash over the horizon and didn't like what I was seeing in the pictures my little scout was sending back, so I thought I'd come over here myself and take a look. So what crashed? I don't know what it is exactly. Looks like some kind of plant seed, but it's not anything I've seen on Timber Hearth before. And trust me, I was quite the explorer back in the day. Do you think it's extraterrestrial? Kind of looks like something that might have come off of Dark Bramble. Whatever it is, it put down roots in a hurry. I don't like the look of this thing, Hatchling, and that's a fact. I think I'll set Marl and Howl loose on it. Best get rid of this mess sooner rather than later. And no one can remove an unwanted plant faster than a tree caper can. I'll have to get a look at what's inside the seed first, though. Don't want to set anybody to hacking up a potentially dangerous plant without a better idea of what's lurking inside there. Tough can help me haul the old scout launcher over here. Obviously, the opening is too small for someone to fit inside, and anyway, I'm not going to blindly stick my hands into something that looks as unpleasant as that seed does. That's a good way to lose an arm or two. So I just fire my scout in there? Duplicate signal? It's going down. It's going down. And it's going towards something. No, it's just continuing downwards. You know what? I want to go inside. I think I'll go inside. Ow! I threw a little scout into the seed. You did you? And you're telling me it's bigger on the inside than on the outside? This is going to be a chore to chop up, and no mistake. Can we even remove a seed that doesn't have the decency to stay the same size all the way through? Maybe I'd better grab an axe or three just in case. I have not even been to Dark Bramble yet, so I should probably do a little brambling first. Nomai Mines, Ash Twin Project, Dark Bramble Seed, inside the seed. Okay. Oh, it's a geyser. We go in when it's not doing the thing. What's at the bottom? This is interesting. Where are we headed? Well, where's this? Actually, what's up here? Yo, wait, okay. So that's where we are. Interesting. Get a nice view this time, I guess. Oh, wait. Scout launcher. Snapshot. Otto, thank you for the 500 viewers. Look, you're coming out a good time. You should have explored this on A. Man, I don't think there's much exploring to do on a giant gassy ball. He dies at the end. I think I just died now. Giant's Deep is where some of the interesting stuff is. It seems like there's some of the interesting stuff everywhere so far. Unidentified signal nearby. Sounds exciting. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's my quantum fluctuation. Grove shard. Okay, we found another shard. This is exciting. Wait, does it disappear? I hate these things. What is going on? It's changing everything. What? Oh, it's so weird. Oh, it's so weird. It messes me up. It messes with me. I don't like it. I don't understand these things. And a geyser. Oh, what's good? It just pops up behind me. Wait, did it just change where the sign was? Wasn't there a sign here? There we go. It's always dark, the quiet shade across old bark in the ancient glade. What do I look like, a poet? Churt's research notes, property of Churt. I've detected a strange signal coming from somewhere within the grove in this crater. It's very similar to the signal emitted by the quantum moon. Oh, that's why it's called the quantum moon. So it stands to reason the two signals are probably related. We don't know much about the quantum moon, seeing as no one's ever been able to land on it, but hopefully studying the signal in the grove will reveal more about it. No shit. Damn. Anything else in the ship log then? Quantum Grove. Gotcha. The quantum moon locator is functioning. We have markers for each of the places the moon goes. A known up bird. I just observed the quantum moon in orbit around Dark Bramble. I added a marker for Dark Bramble. I thought the locator now accounted for all the Phantom Moon's locations, but sometimes the locator can't tell where the moon is. Perhaps there's a problem with the device? It's also possible that there exists a sixth place in the star system to which the Phantom Moon travels. You have keen eyes, my friend. So this moon travels to a total of 5 locations, not 4. Okay. Ship log updated. What's this? Whoa, wait. What is this? Wait, is this a... Oh! Oh, this is cool. Wait, I haven't seen this. Oh, you can see the orbits of everything. I think the sand planet works as a clock. Just a guess I have. They are called the Hourglass Twins, but nice theory, Carson. What's this? Oh, what's this? Is this an eye temple? Is there another eye temple? Bring me to the temple of the eye. Boink. What do we got in here? Wait, this is a teleporter. Why is there another teleporter? Oh, hi, son. Me when I'm a mother and I see my son come into the door after school and then I want to say hi. So this is a teleporter, but where to and how? Where's the there's no thing. Oh wait, it's only at a certain point, right? It has to align with something, but it's not on, I bet. Oh wait, does it turn on when the thing? Wait, oh shit, what's this? Wait, this is another one. Here's our first delivery, Yarrow. 1 warp core, fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Rue is installing this core sibling on Brittle Hollow as I write this. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the Forge, and my unfinished work there, is calling. I'll return with more material soon. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ash Twin project is underway. I confess, I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found on the White Hole Station that started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? I recommend you do. The White Hole Station is the model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. I suppose more precisely, I'd like to visit the White Hole Station with you, Clary. They're in love. I'd be happy to explain our findings. Yarrow, stop using the scroll wall to flirt with my sister. In romantic matters, her density rivals a neutron stars. And go meet her on the White Hole Station. Okay, so where's this teleport to? And when? And is it on? Also, this is crazy looking. Whoa. Whoa. We're getting awfully close to the sun. What's in here? They're just all teleporters. That's not good. That's not what we want. That's the noise. I'm a little too late. Damn. I'm very invested in the story now. Not the story, but like the mystery. Black Hole Forge, huh? Boink. Whoa! Whoa! What did I just do? Oh, it calls it back. What? Oh, no. Gotcha. We now know all the functions. Doink. You know what? Let's go to the Rattle Rock. I haven't been there. Hello, Mr. Rattle Rock. I'm here to land on you. Believe it or not. Damn, you ain't got no light on this shit. Also, no gravitational pull. Because you are an asteroid, aren't you? This makes sense. What's up, Esker? Oh, hey, it's you! Ground control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone. Don't the other travelers come by? The lunar outpost saw more traffic. Oh, wait, is this a moon? Saw more traffic back when our ships were less sophisticated and needed more frequent repairs. And nowadays, it's mostly used to keep a set of eyes on things. Sometimes Trick comes by to say hi, but Gabbro is Gabbro, and you know how Rebek feels about unnecessary space flight. Don't go! I mean, anything else you want to ask? What is this place? Haha, very funny. Oh, stars above. You're serious, aren't you? That's just depressing. Welcome to the Lunar Outpost, which apparently the space program doesn't bother to teach anyone anymore. When we first started Outer Wilds, travelers used to bring their ships here all the time for repairs. Our spacefaring technology has improved loads since then, but the older ships tended to fall apart a lot, like more than they do now. Using the outpost cut down the number of launches and landings taking place in the village, and also the number of fires. Nowadays, though, it's mostly just me up here raising saplings from Timber Hearth and keeping an eye on things. Don't go! You can pick up their music with a signal scope, you know. Best spot for that is the North Pole. Great reception. Interesting. The North Pole is marked in red on your mini-map, but the Outer Rock is a pretty small moon, really. Just go north. You can't miss it. Talk to you later. So I have a feeling that the quantum... Wait. Gotcha. The quantum fluctuation locations with the shards are what's causing the moon to move. I feel like the moon is only going to locations that have quantum shards on them. That's my guess. You know how I like making my guesses. So this is another warp gate or something. Oh shit, it goes down lower. Oh, the eye. I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator, and it can hear and follow the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye signal. The device's indicator rotates wildly and never points to just one direction. I see. I most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments and try again. An update. Disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all. It saddens me to posit this, but my friends, but I believe this locator cannot detect the eye signal. We would need to build a more sensitive device if we want to locate the eye of the universe. Then we will build it. Don't lose hope, Cassava. Our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place, and we won't give up so easily. This is a curious result. It's possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. Gotcha. Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? It may need to be larger than this eye signal locator is. Anoda and those of us originally stranded on Ember Twin built a quantum moon locator there. But the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. I wouldn't recommend building on that planet. The southern glacier of Brittle Hollow has ample available space. I could construct a new building to house this proposed locator. Yes, let's build there. I imagine our young friend Konoi would enjoy that immensely. He's always had a great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after a crash. I'll begin construction on Brittle Hollow's south pole immediately then. Anything else down here? Oh, shit. Oh, what? What does this do? Oh. Well, I don't fully understand this at all. What happens if I do that? It just starts spinning wildly, right? Yeah. Well, that seems related to the quantum moon. What's this? What does this take us to? Well, I don't know what a damn thing this does for me, but it seems important. Esker's signal scope log, day 48, still not picking up on Rebek's banjo from Brittle Hollow. I'm sure they're fine, but I'll feel better once I can hear their music. Day 51, listen to Chirp play for a while today. Unrelated, someone should tell Porphy and Ghoson their flirting is not subtle from an aerial perspective. Day 55, banjo music coming in loud and clear today. It sounds like Revek's doing okay. That oaf, I was worried. Day 63, today I thought I heard something strange. I don't know, it was probably nothing. Something strange is coming from Timber Hearth. Oh, day 76, okay, I know this is crazy, but the sound from Timber Hearth sounds exactly like Feldspar's harmonica. But Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. It can't be them. It's still here. This is creepy. Maybe my signal scope is broken? I'd better talk to Genice. Genice? Hey, that sounds awfully harmonica-like. Wait, that's from the Bramble seed, right? Yeah, that's the Bramble seed spot. That must be what it's referring to. Which would mean he's probably... the person that was mentioned is probably on Dark Bramble. Should probably go back to my ship now. Going around town. Yeah, cool. Ow. What is this? Some kind of Outer Wilds? Esker's Camp. Lunar Lookout. Eye Signal Locator. Southern Observatory. What's up, Dark Bramble? And Dark Bramble does seem interesting. So this is... So what's gonna happen, I guess, is this is like where a planet used to be, but now this... Now Dark Bramble's like a huge hole that doesn't make any physical sense. Because I think I'm gonna go inside and it's just gonna keep going. Once I can figure out how to land. And that is how you land. Perfect. I'm assuming there's just trees inside. Let's go. Like Mario. You guys know a little Mario here and there. Please tell me there's gravity inside. Ow. Okay, we got more time now. If we're gonna go to Dark Bramble, I should probably go place my scout. That's what you get for going in without a ship. Oh, am I supposed to fly in with my ship? I guess that makes sense. Whoa! What do you mean? Does this make me... No, no, no! Can I go in deeper? Oh! Someone said, Dark Bramble's funny. You should go to Dark Bramble. That's where all the funny stuff is. You know what? The Dark Bramble planet's the funniest planet. You should go there. Shut up. There's another light in here. That's not good. Yeah. That figures. You know what? That figures. What happens if I go in? I die, right? It is funny. I was the one who told you it was funny. Thank you. It's so funny. What about the red light? What about the red one? One of these days, I'm gonna figure out how to climb, and then it's gonna be over for you fools. Ow. That day might not be today. Scout. This way? Oh, there's a lot of lights in here. That's a good sign, right? Surely. Wait! Oh, this is wacky. My scout's emitting multiple signals. Let's go to this one. Dude, what? Wait, is that a dead one? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Wait, there's a guy here. And with trees, no less. Whoa! Where'd you come from? No one's come here in well ever, actually. That makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you. They made you an astronaut, and you haven't blown yourself up yet? Good for you. Feldspar, you're alive. You never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Yeah, that's right, I'm alive. Been camping out here since my ship, crashed violently. Wait, what? Oh, this is a good story. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep and needed a new challenge, and none of us had ever been inside Dark Bramble, so I think, hey, let's give that a try. I've been cruising around for a while, dodging the odd, massive, interdimensional vine, bristling with thorns, when I run into this huge anglerfish, the biggest I've ever seen. I pull a few stunts, try to shake that thing off, nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and, well, like I said, I crash. Blammo! On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside, and I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor fried ship. I camped out near where I crashed at first, found the skeleton later, great find, would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. Wow. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, that's how it all went down. Hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Or don't. Fire's not going anywhere. I found something. Lay it on me, hatchling. I found a dark bramble seed on timber hearth. That's bad business, hatchling. As Chert will tell you, if you so much as glance in Dark Bramble's direction, there used to be a fifth planet where the Bramble is now. This infernal planet appeared at the center and kept growing and growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and shattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted real quick, I suspect Timberhearth will be heading toward the same fate. And I tell you what, we Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done by some worthless seed. Where should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere is good, but you should know that space is weird here. Intensely. Ever try throwing your scout into one of these weird seeds? See there with the little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your scout tracker will tell you that the scout is in two places at once, but I don't think that's wrong exactly, because space doesn't work right in here. That seed looks small, see, but inside it's bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory is space in Dark Bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. Well, that's my theory. Keep that in mind while you're exploring Dark Bramble, and maybe you won't get lost inside forever. Good luck. You reached the core of Giant's Deep? How'd you do it? Giant Deep's core, huh? Ah, that was a wild one. But since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? If I tell you how, it kind of feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. You'll want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my old ship. Path starts there. Wait. What did he say just now? So, wait. Giant hollow vine that his ship crashed into, path starts where? I didn't catch it. We'll get back to it. Where's your ship? Not far from here, as a matter of fact. If you go straight past the tail of this anglerfish skeleton here, okay, it's at the tail. You'll see a flickering light in the fog. Follow that and you'll find my old ship. What's left of it, anyway. What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, the skeleton? It was like this when I got here. As near as I could tell, the anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eating a seed, and then the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? This skeleton was a good find. Keeps the fish away. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Should I tell ground control to come get you? Well, yeah, sure, whenever you have the time. Frankly, I kind of like it out here. Quiet, peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure being the best that ever was. Been nice to have a break. Gotcha. What is that thing? Trip 4, entry number, I'm not gonna say not 1, crashes 3, boring crashes 0, a personal best. Whoa, never thought I'd see one of those beasties outside of Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. What? This thing tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from getting zapped by electricity. Right, I'm going inside this jellyfish's interior cavities to see if what's in there tastes any better. I don't want to go inside the jellyfish's interior cavity, but I guess I have to. Note to Feldspar, do not eat this thing even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in this life. I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Love Feldspar. Gotcha. Cool. Why not check out the red light too? I don't think the red light is anything besides death. I guess I could. What could it be? It's just gonna be a even bigger anglerfish, man. I already know. This is gonna suck. Huh? Why did that scare me? It's just more fishies? A school. What'd you expect? I don't know. It would be great if you could fart and burp in this game. That'd be so hilarious. Hey, I'm with you there. Oh no. What? Why? Ugh. Wait, is this not a comet? No gravity, okay. What is this thing? Ow. Am I freezing? Sounds like I'm freezing. Oh. 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 Oh no. Oh no. We go into the sun, don't we? Nope, we don't. We don't. Oh, we just go by the sun. We're just going at a very fast pace right now. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, it's actually submerged in ice. Okay. Does it become not submerged in ice at some point? Wait. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, wait. This is the one. Got it. So, like, if I went to the gravity cannon... Got it. I get it now. So if I called it back from the gravity cannon, that's the one. That's what I'm calling back. It's totally a gravity cannon. Yeah, it's totally just another gravity cannon. Why is there another gravity cannon? Boing. Tell me more. Tell me more. Oh. Control module. Launch module. Probe tracking module. What's out here? Oh. 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 It's showing the pieces. Please go down. Please just sit there. 9 minutes 40 seconds ago, request to launch probe received from Ash Twin Project. Does that change? It. Oh! Interesting. Okay, so something's actually happening. Like currently. Got it. Gabro! Nice, it's you. Good to see you made it here in one piece. The first solo launch is a doozy, isn't it? So hey, don't freak out or anything. But lately I keep like dying repeatedly. I don't know, it's pretty weird. What about you? Have you died lately? Oh wait, he's in a time loop too? Have you died lately or is it just me? No, it's me too. We're in a time loop. Time has been behaving unusually lately. Yeah, time loop makes sense. Cool. What'd you think it was? I figured it'd be some kind of fidgety time business, but I wasn't really thinking about what's happening to the shape of time, you know? But loop makes sense here. Let's go with loop for now. It looks like you and I are the only ones who can tell that time's gone all weird. I tried radioing Hornfels and asking if they died too, but they thought I was being metaphorical. Even if I tell Hornfels about the time loop, they never remember by the next one. They don't realize anything's different. And here's another weird one for you. Every time I die, all of my memories from that loop replay back to me. I'm pretty sure that's related to this big stone Nomai statue I found on one of the other islands. I was looking at it, and the statue opened its eyes and started glowing. It replayed my memories like it's seen them through my own eyes, just like what happens each time I die. That happened to me with the statue at the museum. You too, huh? Then the Nomai statues must have something to do with why we're the only ones aware of the time loop. So, no glowing statue, no time loop awareness. I think that's going to be my leading theory, but if you find out anything new about the statues and the time loop, let me know, okay? I'll be here. Anyway, that's what's new with me. But hey, this is your first solo voyage. Kind of. Let's talk about you, you know? How's space treating you? I found something. I found what happened to the orbital probe cannon. Whoa, that's the cannon breaking apart at the start of each time loop. For real? Did you figure out why? Too much power. It's kind of scary how much that sounds like something Slade or Feldspar would do. I'm pretty surprised the Nomai built something that actually broke. Come to think of it though, broke might be the wrong word, because it looks like the orbital probe cannon is still firing successfully at the beginning of each time loop. Sometimes a cyclone comes by and lifts my little island paradise clean out of the water. Then less peaceful. Oh, is that what's happening? Oh, what's up with this planet? I know, right? Oh, you meant like tell you more about it? I got you. Well, Giant's Deep is massive and mostly water. No surprises there. There's a strong current a ways beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below it. Seriously, I tried everything I could think of to get past that current, and neither idea worked. As for land masses, I've counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with that Nomai statue I saw on the beach. You seen the cyclones? Yeah, they're hard to miss. They'll toss everything up in the air, everything in their path. They'll toss up everything in their path, islands included. If you get picked up, try to land in water, less likely to kill you. My favorite fact is that Gabbro's in the time loop and he sets up the hammock every time. That's true. What do we got? Orbital probe cannon, control module, launch module, probe tracking module. Okay, so I gotta go to those. Oh, there's a recording! Entry number whatever, crashes 2, boring crashes 0. Remember to see Slate when I get back. yeah. All the way down to the core. Consider yourself conquered, Giant's Deep. You just got feldsparred. That was one of my more dramatic feats, if I do say so myself. Can't believe I wasn't electrocuted. Nah, I can't wait to tell Hornfels and Gasson about this one. I guess brute force isn't always the answer. Right, so that's one more off the list. Seems all that's left is the big one now. Dark Bramble, here I come. Does ghost matter disappear when... Oh no. Oh no, I just walked right into it and died. That's unfortunate. And we get around and then... Whew. Okay, we got it. Oh! Gotcha. We go again. Get around, get around, get around, get around. Oh no. Think I'm good? Cool. I'm in the room. I play Outer Wilds for the realism. Yeah, it's so real, bro. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin Project Phlox. They look beautiful, although I do feel as if I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds, as a safety measure. However, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin Project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be impossible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. So here's the thing. Last time I was here, I was all like, yo, I need the thing. And then I couldn't find the thing. Oh, no. Oh, I have not even been here. Black Hole Forge. Oh, shit. Oh, no. 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 I'm gonna go to the Ember Twin now. I think that's my plan. Don't, dude! Why? I hate that my chat's delayed, because I'm gonna see it in like, I don't even get an instant reaction. I have to wait for you guys to start laughing at me. It's like, I know it's coming. I know I'm gonna... Carson, come on. It's that... Wait, fly into the sun for a 7th time. I dare you. I'm just going to Ember Twin. That's where I'm headed. That's my goal. And nothing in the world can stop me. So, the Dark Bramble creature's up here, yeah? Wait, is it dead? It's dead. I was like, what is that noise? Yeah, I know. Energy lab trailhead. What does that do? Oh? Wait. Oh! Oh no. Do I gotta get here sooner? I'm assuming. Anglerfish Overlook District. Gotcha. What are you? Ow. Gravity cannon. Oh, this is the other way to the gravity cannon. Okay. There's ghost matter here. Oh, right there. I see. Oh no. Oh wait, I'm still alive. But I'm dead. I'm definitely dead. Ooh, I'm alive. Dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not gonna go into the sun. 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 Gravity cannon? Well, that doesn't do me any good. Unless I could somehow get through there. But I don't think I can. Yeah, there's this. Oh? Oh, wait, that's crazy. Wait. Yo. Okay. Wait, I think that's crazy. Okay. Don't crash into it. Don't crash into it. If we could land like right here. Oh. Land. Land. Not like that. I know you can attach yourself. Love this place. There's shit inside. Increased solar activity detected. Increased volcanic activity detected. Locations now inhospitable. Evacuation recommended. I see. See, that makes sense based off of what I'm looking at. Based off of my readings. You scare me. This place scares me. Timber Hearth. Oh. Oh. This room. I've been here. I looked at it. Interesting. This was a suicide mission when I set out on it. Yeah. I think I can make it. Hey. Perfect. I did make it to Brittle Hollow. Look. I made it. The only problem is everything. Easy clap, boys. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit more height, I think. What do I do? What do I do? Do I have to wait? Yeah, I don't think there's a way through. Unless I could, like, speed it. Do you think I can speed through? No, it's there permanent. I just gotta hope. Okay, well that's annoying. Okay. And then we go, and then we go, and then we go. Are we gonna make it to where we need to go? Shit. What do you mean? There's no way through. There's no way through now. This is so sad. Yeah. He missed it. What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, we haven't been there. I have bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. I wish I were, my friend, but no. They aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow that they should return for the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update. Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. Konoi, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Konoi, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon, and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Konoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current. Our strength sank straight to the core. Interesting. Where am I looking? Huh. Yeah, I ain't been there. Wait, what am I looking at? Ah, we'll figure it out. Hey, Phantom Moon. Okay, well that was fruitful. What we get? Construction yard. Ocean current discovery. Okay, so I believe it was on this side. Yep. That was way easier than I thought it would be. Oh wait, that's the probe tracking module projection stone. Oh shit. Imagine, Privet, the probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. I'm honored and terrified. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once, anyway. So who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity slightly? I would mind, Mallow. I would mind, because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. It's fair. It's fair and true and cool. What happens if I put probe tracking module right here? Well, I have no idea where that is. Cool. Oh, so it's in the core of Giant's Deep is where it is. So I do kind of know where it is. I don't know where the Tower of Quantum Knowledge is, but it seems like we should go to Brittle Hollow. So there's obviously a hanging city here. No idea how to hang myself. Wait. You guys know what I meant. What just happened? You fell in the black hole? Yeah, I know that, but like how? Oh! Yo! Rebek! Oh, you launched. That's great. Great job, you. If you have any questions about the Brittle Hall and Nomai, I'm your Hearthian. Or, I have some knowledge of them, I mean. So, maybe I can help. Cool. Gimme. Thank you. Thanks for the meal. See you around the Hanging City. Whoa! No! What? No! 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 I'm not ready. I just got here. I'm so close. I've never actually been to the Hanging City. No! I'm so sad. I'm so sad. This is so sad, guys. Can we get 1 billion likes? Just like only 1 billion, though. Whoa! Emergency scout recall activated. No kidding. I just saw someone say full loop pog in chat. That was a short one. That was, you know what? Not many memories that time. I will admit. I haven't watched the last 2 streams. Can you explain what's happened? No. Only so much time here. So it goes into there, and then that goes there. And then there's a dead end right here. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 poggers! Poggies! Yo! Wait, this is so hype. Is this it? Oh, we totally got there. We're totally here. And up and in. This is exciting. Hello, Nomai skulls. I think... Here's my thought. I think the Nomai skulls exist in the same time as us. And those are actual Nomai or something. Because there were Nomai bodies that just kind of appeared when we were vibing on Ash Twin yesterday. Let's do. This must be a teleporter of some kind. What's up here? Records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from the White Hole Station. Raimi and I are devising an experiment to test if this is a real phenomenon or a simple machine error. In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. Initial things first, our experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup on the White Hole Station. Hypothesis: it is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole. An update: our experiment here reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than an equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to the unaided eyes. To that end, we decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. All available energy has been rerouted from the city into our experiment. Raimi and I are about to run a new test. Of note, Yara requests that we let him know before we reroute energy to the experiment. I'd hate to leave him in the dark. Hypothesis confirmed. Hypothesis confirmed. I saw it. Pi saw it. Hypothesis confirmed. This is beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. What a beautiful day for the intersection of abstract theory and practical application. The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is, to have something arrive 22 minutes before it is actually sent through the warp. Is 22 minutes how long we're given? I haven't been counting. We've learned the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. Raimi and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy, a thrilling but enormous undertaking. We would also require advanced warp technology able to handle such energy. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit those proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be Ash Twin. The energy is currently unavailable, you say? You're a gas pie! My pun was unintended, Raimi, so I believe it's you who's error-form. Jeez. Can they say that? Is that, like, allowed to say? Are they allowed to say that? The Ash Twin project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need a way to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. What if we use warp towers, like the one we have on the White Hole Station, to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Poke, Root, and I can begin work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy. Of note, each tower on Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. We could design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. My gratitude to those who know my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. Kindly stop reminding me. The Giant Deep's tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone, and we could model the Timber Hearth Tower after a geyser mountain. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Fuel level critical. No shit, huh? Damn, that's crazy. Tell someone who cares. I care. Now that you mention it, actually. Probably most important to me. Okay, I need to get to my ship. And we're in here. What do we got? What do we got? High energy lab. Ash Twin Tower designs. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Carson missed thing? Go back? What did I miss? What do you mean I missed information? Floor orb? Oh, floor orb. No kidding. Oh no. Oh! 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 Whoa! Whoa! That's crazy. Okay, that's pretty cool. Is that all? So that's just them pumping the energy in. Huh, okay. And that's why this thing looks like the thing on Ash Twin. Gotcha. Take the black hole out? Take the black hole out after you shoot it. You guys messed me up. Oh, I hate you guys. Wait, I don't have any of that info anymore, do I? No, I do. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Guys, you should have let me find that on my own, which I wouldn't have done. And then you guys could have said, you always do this. In reality, it's just you guys do this. Oh, Phantom Moon. Dude, Carson, do the thing. Do the thing, Carson. We don't need the ship anyways. Hello, Ghost Matter. I'll go the other way. I'm receiving much stronger energy readings now that we're beneath the crust. Whatever it is must lie but somewhere below, closer to the comet's center. I'm starting to think it's more dangerous than we realized. Clary, can you hear us? Yes, but your voices are faint. I fear we will lose communication entirely if you continue any deeper. Keep the shuttle warm for us, Clary. We'll return the moment we identify the source of the energy readings. I understand, but be cautious, both of you. I'm not picking anything up, so... Yikes, you know? Okay, there's a few options here. I guess we just pick one. I guess we just pick the next one down the list, you know? This one seems fine. Bye, Ghost Matter. That's a big Ghost Matter pool right there. I'm gonna shoot my scout launcher down there. Interesting. At this point, just kind of rolling with the punches. Wait, that's a real Nomai right there. I'm sure he's fine. Well, we can't learn anything if we don't jump down. Hey, look, another dead Nomai. The spherical stone casing here seems to be the source of the energy readings. No, rather, the source is what's within the stone. I'm detecting some form of exotic matter. The stone is muting our energy readings. They should be 10 times what we're seeing at least. Pi, I don't think we want this matter interacting with us. As far as I can tell, direct contact with it would almost certainly be fatal. I've never encountered anything like this casing, but it's all that's protecting us from what's inside. Worse still, this matter is disturbingly volatile. Pi, whatever the matter is inside the stone casing is, It's more than just profoundly unstable. It's under tons of pressure. Look at this density scan. I've never seen anything this tightly compacted before. What is this? This is orders of magnitude worse than I'd imagined. If this stone were to rupture, the lethal matter within would rapidly expand, completely blanketing the star system almost instantly. And the pressure is still building as the comet approaches the star system. Return to the shuttle right now. The rest of our friends need to know they're in terrible danger. Leave your equipment and run. What are you doing, Pi? The more we know about this alien matter, the better our chances of survival. I'll learn what I can here. Go warn the others. Now they can construct shelter somehow. Now, Poke. I'm guessing this crashes into the sun then. That's my guess. You know, that's just as well. Really. Maybe launch the scout and see? Nah. That's fine. Ruptured core. That's all? Ow. Oh. Use caution. A black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. Hey, no kidding. Kind of found that out. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Far from home. Though this area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than any we've found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. Okay. The eye! What's the eye doing here? This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here's everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal looked like an eye, round, with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How could anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. Oh, damn, they got brambled. Oh shit, they got hella brambled. And then they sent the escape pods. Wait, oh, they got brambled so hard. Wait, if we went past the fishies on Dark Bramble, would we find their ship? I can't understand why the vessel crashed in that place. Was the vessel unwell in some way? We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. No, and Nona and I checked before the warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. Suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. They got brambled. They got hella brambled, bro. Hey, I know what that's like. Getting brambled ain't the best. It ain't the best feeling, I tell you what. This seems like a hanging city if I've ever seen one. Black Hole Forge District, Eye Shrine District, Meltwater District, School District. 3 minutes oxygen remain? Sheesh. Black Hole Forge controls? Oh. Okay. I feel strange trying to create a Nona's warp core without him. At times, it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. This would require a return to Dark Bramble. Plume, my father, said many good Nomai perished there. My mentor, Coleus, and his mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Abandoning the vessel's warp core in its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true, however, it's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to a Nona, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simpler cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona explained many of his designs to me. This is the safest path for our clan. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, We should choose the option with the least potential for harm. I would very much like to craft a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate the basic design. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. What is the eye of the universe? Suppose the eye is a more advanced being. The eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. Yeah. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it is a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye's signal? Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? The signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we don't yet know. I no longer believe, as I did as a child on Ember Twin, that the eye of the universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us, but may not want to be found either. In fact, the eye may not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here were almost certainly exactly that, circumstance. I suspect imagining we are special to the eye in some way is wishful thinking. The eye might have called out to any sentient species. Or it might not have been calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the eye's signal holds no great deep meaning. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. That sounded close. Hey, another happy landing. Whale. Carson, will you be turning this into a YouTube video? I don't know. How do you fit a 20-hour game into a YouTube video? Escape Pod 3. The Vessel. We got a lot there. What's up? Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Classic. Love you. Be welcome to this place. Above you stands the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you are making your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, ascend the stairs and obtain the last of the knowledge you need for your journey. Okay. What if I didn't ascend the stairs and instead ascended this thing? How about them apples? How do you feel about them apples? How do you feel about them apples? Does this go to the surface? Is that what's happening right now? Wait a second. I know you. Tower shard. Well, this is the exact opposite of what I wanted to do, personally. Hello, gravity cannon. I'm down. And then gravity cannon controls are down here. What will it call back this time? Is it the same shuttle? Surely not. I don't think it's the same shuttle. Only one way to find out. I'm here. After watching you wander the skies for so long, I'm about to stand for the first time on the Quantum Moon. As expected, my shuttle has landed at the moon's south pole. I will make the remainder of my journey on foot. We don't know why the Quantum Moon always welcomes its visitors at the South Pole, just that this is true. As a child, I considered such unknowns sinister. Now, though, I understand they bear no ill will. The universe is, and we are. I am ready. Okay. Well, that's important information that I had not gotten yet. So we can land on the South Pole? Where's South? This is a reference, guys. Beam me up, Scotty. Here we go. Southern Observatory, huh? This is it. Cassava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. An update. It's now clear there are two different types of cyclone. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Cassava typically uses to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. My gratitude spire. Konoi is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by the secondary type of cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. Also, I very much wanted to make a model. I see. Okay. But how do you decipher which ones are which? Is the question. Oh. What's all this? What's all this then? Oh, there's so much stuff up here. What have we learned thus far in our search for the eye of the universe? Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the eye is in orbit around the star system's sun. This would mean the eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous, range. Those of us on the vessel originally followed the eye's signal to the star system, but we were unable to warp to the eye itself. The locator we built on the Owl Rock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the eye's signal. Hypothesis: the eye has stopped emitting its signal. Suppose the eye doesn't wish to be found. Kusavik, how can you suggest that? The eye's signal called out to summon us to this star system. I'm aware. I grew up hearing the eye's story, yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived here. How should our methods change as we continue our search for the eye of the universe? We know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. Mala's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Rami and Pi about the technology they're developing? We need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover these long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch. And it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visiting. Yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. As we couldn't find the eye's signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue the search method. Okay. Is there anything else down here? I'm here, I did it. I put the ship down safely. In that the ship went down and I didn't sustain bodily harm. A few minor repairs and it's like the ship never even hit those rocks. One of my better attempts. Feldspar would barely have laughed at me, I bet. That's the good news. The bad news, I haven't found a way inside the structure yet. The door's broken and I'm not great at exploring, but I think I would have found a different entrance by now if there were one. Probably. I can't get inside from here, but I know there are paths below the surface. I'm going to head north to the ruins on the equator to try to find a way down. Boink. 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 Okay, making some progress, This guy's such a loud breather. Have you guys noticed that? He's always like... Like, shut up, bro. Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Okay. So we're going to try this again. Goodbye, that piece of the planet. This doesn't seem quite right. So where's the tower then? You. I think this might be how you do it. I think this might actually be how. Yeah, this is totally how you do it. I don't know where the thing to put into that thing is, but I'm sure it's somewhere. Welcome, Solnum. Your arrival here means you've completed your preparations on Giant's Deep and are ready to depart for the Quantum Moon. On your pilgrimage, the Quantum Moon will carry you, just as it carried me and many in our clan before me, to the moon's sixth and most secret location. You'll be aided in your pilgrimage by the shrine our clan built on the Quantum Moon. But remember this rule. To explore the sixth location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Be curious on your journey. Also, there's apparently a scroll to place in right here. But where? Maybe this isn't how you're supposed to do it. Ah, no, it is. Ah, no, it is. No, it is. Yeah, it is. This is how you're supposed to do it. Yeah. If you're here to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, you are almost prepared to set out on this deeply significant journey. Before you do, pause and remember your history. We make this journey not only for ourselves, but also to honor the members of our clan who came before us. Those who, after the crash that brought them to the star system, became stranded on Brittle Hollow and on Ember Twin, with no communication between these two groups of survivors. These Nomai looked upward from two different planets and saw the same wandering moon visiting their skies. It was this moon, the quantum moon, that kept their curiosity alive during this long period of hardship. After the two divided groups were able to reunite, it became our clan's united goal to find and visit the quantum moon. This took time, and many Nomai who dreamed of seeing the quantum moon died before we discovered how to make our journey. When you reach the quantum moon, recall these Nomai and carry their curiosity onward with you. Oh, there's the noise. There's the sound. It was about that time anyways. I just don't think there's a projection stone for that in here still. Don't see one. Which is curious, to say the least. Got a lot of information there. Okay, so how to find a cyclone that pushes you down. I feel like it looked different. This one. Is that not counterclockwise? It is. It is. Okay, and then I need to get in a jellyfish, right? Because otherwise I can't go down. Hello, Mr. Jellyfish. You still seem electrified for some reason. I don't think this will work out for me. Did I not have my suit on? I think I didn't put my suit on. I think that might have been part of the problem. Okay, okay, that's progress though. That's progress. Ocean depths, yep. I hate autopilot. Let's just go to Giant Steve, you know? Why not? Hello, Mr. Jellyfish. I'm going to be inside you for a minute. Oh, we're in the core. Well, this seems rather brambly. My camera died. What? Wait. What's this? This would have been nice to see like 2 minutes ago. I'm gonna run out of oxygen. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Gah. Okay. What was that? 5 lost minutes? All is well. What's up? What? What? What is going on? Oh, it found the eye. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe found by probe 9318054. Total number of probes launched. Okay. No idea what that says. Retrieve stored coordinates from Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates for the eye of the universe. I can't read that. But like I can't read that. What does it say though? Guys, I don't know how to read. Can? That doesn't say can. Guys, I don't know how to read. What does it say? Oh no. Okay, I don't think there's anything else down in the core. Whoa. Seek the wandering arch. Observing a quantum object. Observing an image of a quantum object. These are the same. Interesting. Oh! 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 I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. No! What now? What now? What now? The arch and the crystal do not naturally meet. This is the last one, but we made it harder. Huh? What? Well, I don't have time for this at all. There's a sun coming. Oh. For real? For real? For real? Damn. You've recalled the rule of quantum imaging. Recall the rule of the sixth location. Recall the rule of quantum entanglement. I don't. Oh, the shrine at the North Pole. And then, I don't know if I know the quantum entanglement rule. There's a wait. That might be the North Pole Shrine, actually. Hello, Nomai. I don't want to leave. So how would I get to the North Pole? Just walk. See? Why is the sun coming closer? Dude, you have to get so close to get on the sun station. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and today, welcome back to another episode of The Outer Wilds. Five Nights at Freddy's. I wouldn't want to spend one night here, much less 5. This is the last one, but we made it harder. You really did. You really did make it harder. You know, the damn problem is, they need to be, there's only 2. Wait! Oh, I totally get it. Oh, shit. Yeah, easy. 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 We offer our congratulations. You've learned the rule of quantum imaging. Take this knowledge with you on the remainder of your quantum pilgrimage. Remember, the other quantum shards have other lessons to teach. Our curiosity goes with you on your journey. You walk in the footsteps of those who came before you, and your path guides those who will follow later. Wait, the other quantum shards have lessons? Damn, diggity dog, dog, dig, dig, dig. That's crazy. So we finished that then. So that's good. Wait, hey, which color is north and which one's south? Because I've always associated north with blue and south with red. North is red. Red is north. South is red, I'm pretty sure. South red, north blue. Okay, do we know? Okay, who knows? North is blue, south is red. North red, south blue. Otto, I know you're watching. Which one is it? I can't even see the map. Oh, you guys can't see the map. Oh, you guys haven't been able to see the map the entire game. That's crazy. There's a big map. I don't even know where I am. Think I could get through there? Oh, what? It disappeared. Quantum. It's so easy. This is such an easy puzzle, guys. Easiest puzzle of my life. Oh. Oh, very nice. Very nice. What's up, guys? Quite peculiar of you to stand this evening. I'm reading this again. Different rocks. Standing on the largest one, the wandering rock. I was taking notes and then my lantern died. When I lit it again, Coleus and the rock were both gone. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's only one way out, and it's on rock. Okay. How do I need to teleport with you. Wait, should I turn out my flashlight? Ooh, oh, oh, woo! Yeah! How curious, this rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Curious, but also alarming. This new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. The wandering rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. I wonder if myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis: if the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. My hypothesis was correct. I could travel on this rock as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Malore is here now too. We theorized when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness, the being can become entangled with that quantum object, and they move together. Friends, Coleus has discovered a new quantum rule. He has also promised me he'll never vanish again, even if he does learn something useful from it. Very nice. So I definitely got that now. That's cool. That's cool. Apparently through the Stepping Stone District, there's a way to the Anglerfish Overlook. We're meeting in the Fossil Fish Cave to play the game. If you're too big to climb through the Anglerfish Overlook hole, you'll have to go the long way, but it isn't far. Go to Stepping Stone Cave and then up and into the Fossil Fish Cave. I tried to get to the Fossil Fish through Stepping Stone Cave, but I couldn't find the entrance. Where is it? Taggart can't fit through the Anglerfish Overlook anymore because he grew bigger. He's taller than Levi now. Who cares? Ilex is still the tallest. Remember to feed the fossil fish first. If you go to the Anglerfish Overlook and throw a light in his mouth, he'll show you the way. So I know what I have to do on that dang quantum rock, that quantum moon now. But I still have a little bit more in the Sunless City with the anglerfish that I'd like to go do real quick before we hit the quantum moon, especially since it's the beginning of the day. But it looks like that's going to be going towards the last of what we can do at the moment. So the shrine needs to be on the North Pole, which was red, right? North is red. We can't get to the North Pole. Puzzle time. No kidding. The shrine needs to be on the North Pole. Is there anywhere I can go where I can't see anything? So here's this. Here's the shrine. I would need to put this on the North Pole. Oh. What? Whoa. Okay, okay. It's not moving my position on the map. Also, this is a completely different environment from the one we were just on. Oh, I just lost the shrine. That's a shame. Oh. We are closer now. Wait, I didn't take a picture. I put the scout down and didn't take a picture. That's so stupid of me. I'm a dumbass. Okay. Well, we know that's a spot for it, so. What's up, shuttle? Hi, Scout. So how close are we to the North Pole? North Pole's right here. Oh, shit. So I got to the North Pole. Okay, so... we did quantum entanglement, we did the rule of the sixth location, and we did the rule of the quantum imaging. So now do I just... is it going to teleport me? I guess this is the spot. It's not, though. This is just more of the quantum moon. Unless the quantum moon is at the planet. Okay, this could screw up all my progress. Why is the phantom moon going away? Wait, is it traveling to the 6th location? It's going somewhere. Wait, what? Oh, the sun's right there. Okay. Oh, I'm going into the sun. You were so close. Why? Hey, man. I was just trying to figure it out. So the phantom moon was just... Oh, no. Maybe it was just going around Ember Twin. Which would make sense. To explore the 6th location, the shrine on the quantum moon must be on the moon's north pole. I was there. It was there. Do I just wait? There we go. Ah, plenty of time. We're no worries. Oh, wacky. Okay, I'll try again. It's cool. Okay. Oh no. Well, I seem to have gone farther away that time from my initial destination that I wanted to get to. There we go. Aunt Pie says real anglerfish are blind, so you have to wear a blindfold. The rule stands. Rule update. It's okay if younger kids don't wear the blindfold when they're it. The rest of us will still wear it for scientific accuracy and to make the game more even. What? Wait. So they have to hear me? Where's my ship? Where's my ship? Where's my ship? There's my ship. Ow! Start screaming into the microphone. Wait, what is this? What? Why are people saying start screaming into microphone? That's funny. You guys, that's funny. What a fun thing we're doing together. Scream! Scream! Start screaming into microphone. Hey, this looks different. Haven't seen this before. What am I looking at? Are these eggs? Unless it's something I can go in. It looks like eggs. Nope, can't go in them. Well, I don't know what this does for me. Can't lie. Was expecting something a little bit more helpful. Oh, quantum moon. There you are. Perfect. Oh, Mr. Shrine. That's a shuttle. There you are. What's good? Window Rock. If there's one that seems like it'd be a 6th location type beat, it'd be this one, right? Wait, it says you have recalled the rule of quantum imaging. Recall the rule of quantum entanglement. Recall the rule of the 6th location. Okay, well that brought me away from there. Cool. You failed to recall. Okay. Oh, I'm stupid! I gotta be touching the rock! Oh, I'm so dumb. Damn it. Okay, we go back. We go back. It's easy. We got this. Who are you? There's fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable on a very small scale. As one approaches the eye, however, the uncertainty grows enormously. The quantum moon probably exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the quantum moon have a similar effect, as I imagine you've seen elsewhere in the star system. Conscious observation forces a quantum object to collapse to a single possibility. But what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? Over time, this has become my clan's greatest question. We are orbiting the eye of the universe now, although we cannot see it, only the quantum moon's reflection of it. The eye is older than the universe itself, and my clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around this star system. I'm Solomon, a Nomai. My clan arrived in the star system before my birth, and we now call it home. Whoops. I am on my first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. All Nomai in my clan make this journey when we come of age. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the quantum moon remains special to us, as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. I've journeyed here to be close to the eye. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the quantum moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. Okay, shit. Quantum moon. Have you encountered a quantum shard on another planet? The shards look the same as the quantum moon's surface does now, while at the eye. From this, we can reasonably infer the quantum moon's natural state is as we see it now, and that the eye is its primary location. Given that the quantum moon is the eye's moon, it's likely that any characteristics the moon exhibits are also exhibited by the eye itself. The quantum moon and its shards, for instance, are quantum, thus the eye is likely also quantum. In fact, the moon is probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it quantum. The same way the areas surrounding quantum shards that landed on other planets eventually became quantum too. This is the quantum moon where we both are standing. Despite also orbiting other celestial bodies, the quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. That's different. Okay, that's a lot of information. That was very cool. I was not expecting to walk up on a Nomai. After all this time, it made it very, like, after all this time just reading stuff, assuming the Nomai are all dead. Go back, there's more. Oh, I know. I could tell there's more. That's such a crazy visual. That's so scary. It's like, what is going on? Where are we? Okay, so pick up, explain me, please. I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about and to find the eye of the universe. I'm unsure how you arrived here, however. Perhaps you came from another star system, as my clan originally did. I've never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. There are many questions I would ask if I could comprehend your language. You have my gratitude for understanding mine. Okay, that's like all the questions, though. Where we both are standing, despite also orbiting other celestial bodies. The quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. What? Oh no! Many of my clan have believed the eye called to us for a particular purpose. When I was a child, I used to believe this eye was malevolent, to have lured my clan to this star system only to then vanish from them so completely. But I don't fear the eye anymore. In fact, it became my fondest hope to see the eye itself someday, but I fear this may be beyond my reach. You may think that I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis. I may not be entirely alive. Perhaps my journey has reached its end. I imagine you've noticed the quantum moon changes in appearance depending on which location it's currently orbiting. For instance, the moon looks quite different when orbiting Giants Deep than it does when orbiting the Hourglass Twins. Because the quantum moon clearly changes in its different forms, the eye, being this moon's primary location, must be similarly malleable. From this, we can hypothesize that the eye represents extreme changeability. That said, despite its malleable nature, the quantum moon becomes locked to one specific version of itself when it is consciously observed. But what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye? Suppose you could reach the eye of the universe. Would you try to enter it? What do you imagine the effects of a conscious observer might be? Is this your first time on the Quantum Moon? It's my first time here. If you come here looking for answers, I hope you find them. Like many of my clan before me, I journeyed here to see the Quantum Moon's reflection of the eye. This is the closest any of us have come to seeing the eye itself. You may think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis that I may not be entirely... Oh, I already had the... Try you and me. Blushing. We do not have much connection, you and I. Still, this encounter feels special. I hope you won't mind if I think of you as a friend. What else can I do? Wait, really? These are the two tenets of Nomai philosophy. To seek out and to understand is our way of living. I see. Okay. Oh, no. That's fine. A scroll! Scrolls! Lamai, explanation of festivals. All the Nomai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Nomai get to advance too, like Anona's warp core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival could last a long, long time. Formation of this universe. That's a different thing from a festival, I think. I think that's pretty different from a festival, actually. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. Hey, there's a typo. There's a typo. Together, as this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Konoi tells me it won't happen in our lifetimes. But it'll happen someone else's someday. Damn. Some time has passed since I checked in with you, Pi. How are you and Idea progressing with the Sun Station plans? Presently, my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. Pi, you know I don't find that funny. How curious. Rami thinks I'm a gas, and I don't recall requesting that you monitor this conversation, Idea. I don't see what state of matter you are has to do with this. And I don't recall supporting the Sun Station's construction, but here we are. Hypothesis. Time spent away from the station would be beneficial to you both. I'm immensely interested in testing your hypothesis, Yarrow. That at least we can agree on. Okay. We're gonna have to try that again. We gotta... It looks like there's like a like a jetpack parkour area there, and that just sucks. Because if you fail, you have to retry completely. Try dodging the cacti. Thank you, Otto. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna put my camera back. You guys just won't see the map. Wow, this sucks. What do you mean, bro? There's no shot I'm gonna make that. It's pretty easy if you don't touch the cacti. Thank you, Otto. Thank you. What? Which warp is this? It must be an important warp. This is a sun station warp? No. I think it's a sun station warp. 281,042 years ago. No user commands received for 10 minutes. All systems entering sleep. 6 minutes, 30 seconds ago. Increased solar activity detected. Sun station hull integrity approaching critical levels. Closing emergency doors. Opens emergency door. Don't mind if I do. Dumbass? What do you mean? I literally did it. Mission. Science compels us to explode the sun. What? Can't we change this? I don't enjoy working in view of such a morbid mission statement. But it's accurate. We're going to create a supernova for the purpose of scientific progress. That's our mission? Our mission is to decide if such an irresponsible feat is even possible. Here's a better one. Mission. Determine if it's possible to prompt the sun to explode. You lack a sense of humor. At least I don't lack a sense of ethics. Kindly refrain from going supernova on me before the sun does, Idea. Well, that's a huge bit of info, ain't it? Now that you made it here, fun fact, you actually can land on a sun station with your ship. It's very hard, I'll tell you that much. Stars reach end of natural life cycle. Now approaching red giant stage. Warning, evacuate sun station. Approximate time until sun station is destroyed by expanding star. 3 minutes, 15 seconds. Approximate time until star's death. 14 minutes, 45 seconds. Okay. What happened? Did the sun station not fire? It fired, Yarrow, but it failed. The sun barely responded. There were infinitesimally small surface level changes, but they were barely visible even to the third eye. The sun station is useless. It will never and could never cause the sun to explode. I don't know what comes next, my friends. I suppose we must start over, but I'm unsure how to start over. Return to Ash Twin first, my friend. Perhaps a change of task would help. Spire knows a comet approaching the star system that we'd like to investigate. Pi, I hurt for you, my friends. We all know how hard you've both worked. I can only offer my compassion. How are you? How is Idea? We're well, Yarrow, or as well as can be expected given the circumstances. Though disappointed, I may have disagreed with exploding the sun, but I never wished the device would fail. I'd hoped our terrible work was finished. Doesn't seem like there's anything else to see. Guys, Twitch Prime if you want to be exploded by sun. Oh, 16 seconds. Here we go. Oh. Oh, fun. Saw the sun station. Dope. Cool. How do you land on the sun station with your ship? That's crazy. I feel like that's just so hard. So there's Ash Twin, the Black Hole Forge, and Dark Bramble that we still haven't completely figured out. I can teleport to Black Hole Forge from Ash Twin, so that's probably what I'm going to try next. Apparently, you can get into Ash Twin, like the inside, and that's why we've been seeing the projection of that so much. Don't know how. Don't know how to get in there. Don't. No. I didn't realize it was hollow. Wait. Why am I in the Ash Twin project? Ah, that's crazy. Okay. Wait. I didn't, no, that was completely on accident, but I understand why I just did. It warped with the thing. Oh man, I'm so good at video games. The sand. It warps with the sand thing. That's crazy. Okay. Well, that works out. Today we finish the excavation of Ash Twin. Here, in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet. The Ash Twin Project. Powerful enough to send information back in time. We've also finished relocating all subterranean planets we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the High Energy Lab. I still could hardly believe Ramey's hypothesis was true. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis. It was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis. The cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important point is we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, this structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. Whoa! For what? I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here's what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. Suppose we redesign the Sun Station. To generate power of that magnitude, a supernova is still our only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer Idea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. However, this is the closest we've ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there's another way. We're halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system, and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. There's more text they didn't read, I'm sure. So what happens now then? And why is the music playing? Probably best to put it back where it belongs. I don't know about that. Wait, did you read what happens when you take out the warp device? Nope, the song is different. Don't you remember what you learned at the High Energy Lab? Not at all. I'm very confused. I guess I'm just waiting for the end. I feel like I did something wrong. I'm very curious to see what happens now that I've done that though. I might have stopped my loops and now I'm just dead. That is a possibility. I think we're very close. Yeah, we're like super close. I think I might be getting bad ending. This doesn't seem quite right. So we still explode and die. Okay. But I think the loops are over, I'm assuming. You are dead. Yeah. Okay. So that's the bad ending. I'm assuming I can't resume. Load previous save. Okay. So what did I choose not to read? Oh, I thought these were straight up just projection stones. But they've got stuff. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. My gratitude for the latest shipment. Oh, I know. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. Once we finish the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Raimi and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks, our final safety check. This is exciting news! It's exciting. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check? Specifically mine. If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project flocks. They look beautiful, although I do feel as if I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds. As a safety measure, however, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. So that's what's over here. I don't know what that means. There's also a mask that is fallen, which is Sag. Can I just say, when I started this game, I did not expect it to be stressful. Some people have said this game is so relaxing. This game is stressful. I don't know if it's partly because I'm streaming it, but dude, it's stressful. It's not like, oh yeah, no, it's so nice to walk around. You have 22 minutes, and if you don't get everything you need to do in 22 minutes, you have to try all again, and then you die, and then you die to a cactus, and it's sad. What? First try, baby. So the Black Hole Forge is here, so we can finally see it. What's up? Long time no see. What you got for me in here? Give me this. Where do I put this? Where do I put this? I put it right here. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. Okay, I got like no information here, so that's cool. There's the Black Hole Forge. We just have Dark Bramble left. Well, not sure what to do now. I go to red again, because there was something I didn't get last time I came here. You would have thought I would have gotten some information, but I didn't. Try thinking outside the box. I will. I'm so good at that, actually. You saw me when I got to Ash Twin by thinking outside the box, and I did most things in this game by thinking outside the box. So I'll figure it out. You did that by accident, Lamau. It's not how I remember things, so. Do I just not go to the lights? Oh! That scared me. So, question. Since I'm now here, why did the signal scope not work at one point and then work just then? Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. We've held out as long as we could here, but this pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance of survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or probably await rescue. Seka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It'll be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. Escape pod 3. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Now launching escape pod 3. Multiple collisions have altered pod's trajectory. Significant damage to pod detected. Navigation error. Life support error. Propulsion error. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Multiple life forms detected. Potentially hostile. Verdict: do not exit pod. There's a new problem. Our equipment is detecting 2 distinct beacons from the vessel. It isn't possible for the vessel to be in 2 different locations at the same time. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time. We're nearly out of time already, Den. The vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it will be gone and we will be lost. We will follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. But suppose that beacon is false. We likely don't have enough air to reach the farther of the 2 beacons, Den. The decision is made for us. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. Are those dead? Nomai. Hello, dead Nomai. Why are you dead right here? Oh shit. That looks promising. To any who come here searching for us, we followed one of the 2 beacons from the vessel to this place, but can go no further. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed. Yet the opening is too small for even a single Nomai to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel and still so far is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon, we will be unable to hear it. There's nothing we could do now but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. Chad, is there any other lore? Is there any other lore? You missed a page? I'll probably have to go back. Here's the place. Now what? What is this, some kind of vessel? Oh. Hypees. Guys, I want to make a hypees emote. What's this? What's this? Only one way to find out. Whoa! Wait, that's a warp core. What? Well, what do I do with this thing? Wait, do I gotta come put the warp core in this here thing? Damn, that's gonna be a race against time, isn't it? Lore! To any Nomai clans whose vessels can hear this message, it's clear that the universe is dying. There are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space now. So my clan and I believe the best option is for all of our clans to stay together. If you can reach the Gloaming Galaxy, we found that Black Rock suns are fairly stable, and life in this star system is comparatively thriving. We live in relative safety. If you prefer to continue exploring alone, know you will be on your own. Kana, we're making our way to you. It's good to hear from you, Bromy. We'll watch for your vessel. Has anyone heard from Neem? His clan was on its way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. I'm beginning to worry. That is unsettling. It reminds me of that old myth my grandfather used to tell, the disappearance of Eskal. I remember hearing that story as a child. One day, Eskal's vessel simply stopped responding. The other clans searched and searched, but found no trace. It was as if they're missing friends. So that's no myth, friends. Eskal's clan, our ancestors were told that the story when they were young. And there's another side. I'm so mad. Boink, boink, boink. And there's more to explore here. Who would have thought? This is Escal's vessel. Something went badly wrong during our warp, and our vessel is mortally wounded. We need help as quickly as possible. Our vessel appears to has it fused with the local environment somehow? There are vines that are now a part of the vessel. It's been torn apart from inside itself. We are abandoning our vessel. Any Nomai clans or spaceflight capable species receiving this message, I implore you, we need our help. Dude, cry about it. I'm recording now. I've never encountered anything like this. The signal the vessel is receiving appears to be older than the universe itself. This is our first contact with anything of this nature. Everyone, prepare to warp immediately. Escal, wait, I need more time to send an outgoing message. Shouldn't we tell another clan where we're going? We can send a message upon our arrival. This extraordinary signal appeared suddenly. It may disappear just as quickly, and we can't lose a discovery this incredible. Focus on preparing the warp instead. I understand. Anona, is the vessel ready to warp to the signal's approximate coordinates? The warp core is powered, but this will be a significant jump. Afterward, we'll need time to recharge the core. That shouldn't create a problem, provided we arrive at or near the signal source. Everyone, we're ready to warp! Dude, how naive and stupid they were. Dude, look at how stupid they were. What else is left to explore? I think you might have to put the broken warp core in the slot or something. Oh. Is that really it? Oh, I'm mad. Oh, that's so annoying. That's what it was? Oh my gosh. Do you think you will beat the game in 25 minutes? Probably not. I'm probably going to fail a couple times and then beat it. That's how things usually go. Yoink. Oh, that's so cool that they changed the song here. To have like a much more muted version because it's Dark Bramble. Gosh, what a cool final scene, huh? Okay, gravity. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, whoa. Okay. What's up next? Okay. We go right here. Does it say in the bottom right? Oh, it does. It does. Okay. What? What is that? 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 What? I don't understand. Can I leave this room? What? 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 Where am I? What do you mean? I didn't mean to do that. Wait, is this the eye? Wait, this. Oh shit, we went to the eye. Oh no. This doesn't feel like a good ending. I'm gonna jump in the hole. What do you mean? What? 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 What's going on? The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, Harthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. My bad, I'm sorry. Today I will observe white. For sure. Guys, this doesn't make a lick of sense. Guys, things are not normal. Yes, the space forest. Oh. Dude, everyone loves the space forest. Are these all galaxies? They are, and they're exploding because of the suns. Quantum. Wait, what? Oh no, it's me. I'm hearing me. Oh, this is gonna be wacky. Am I gonna see myself? Am I gonna walk up to myself right now? Oh! Nah, it's just a tree though. Oh, the smaller tree. Oh, it's. Oh, dude, I love marshmallows. What's up, man? Whoop. Do you hear music? I got you something. It's not quite time yet. I'm pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush. Take your time. It might not even exist here. Well, who's playing that? Oh, it's the Nomai. I forget which one goes. That one. Oh. Yo, let's make a new universe or something. Probably. I think that's what's happening.
Escucha las palabras de las brujas. Los secretos escondidos en la noche. Los antiguos dioses invocamos ahora la obra de la magia pura.
I was like, is that in the game? I was like, what's this language? That's absurd. Who did that? Was that the whole game? Did we make a new universe? Is that what happened? You didn't talk to everyone. No kidding. You saved the universe by making a new one? How does that make any sense? You missed so much lore, but oh well. What did I miss? On the Carson scale, how good was this game? This was really high up there. It's very well made. It's very cool. I think I need to play the DLC before I give it like an actual ranking, because I feel like the DLC, it sounds like the DLC is pretty important to the game. The DLC was originally going to be in the base game. Dude, if it's another like 12 hours, like like someone was saying, dude, that's crazy. The eye cannot start another universe without someone entering it. That's why it was giving a signal. Interesting. Yeah. Well, I imagine I will, after the DLC, will end up getting the ending again, right? Here's our Marvel end credit scene. There's just one thing I need to do. Where was it, bro?